Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do a quick video on the practicing up for the youth hunt, actually, the youth deer hunt here in Michigan. Both Michael and Marcus are going to participate next weekend in the youth hunt. Basically, it's a weekend in Michigan in late September when under the age of 16, then you can go out and shoot both antlered and antlerless deer. And next weekend happens to be that weekend for us. So this video, I'm going to take a little bit of footage on our practicing. Usually we practice refining our skills with a 22 caliber rifle. Very simple. It's a Marlin tube-fed 22 caliber rifle. And when we're done with that, we're going to go ahead and get out the rifles that we're going to use, make sure that everything's sighted in properly, and we'll be ready to go for next weekend. I will point out here in the place that we live here in mid-Michigan is a limited firearm zone, so we can't use high-powered rifles like a 308 or a 30-06 or something that's typical for other deer hunting calibers. Even a 243 or a 30-30 we can't use here. What we can use here, as far as rifles go, are straight-walled cartridges. The 450 Bushmaster is one that we can use. I don't have that gun. I happen to have two calibers that we've been using for the last couple of years that work really well. One of them is a 44 Magnum, and one of them is a 357 Magnum. I happen to have revolvers in both of those calibers, so it kind of made sense to me to purchase the rifles that kind of went with them. So kind of standardizing ammunition with some of the weapons around here. But anyway, one of them is a 357, one of them is a 44 Magnum. I'll show you the rifles. We'll get into that, and hope you like the video. All right, here's our setup right here. You guys can see right down there, I've got a sand berm. Let me move the camera here. I've got a sand berm back behind that target, and just a box with a dot on it. That's what we're gonna be shooting at. And if I spin around here, you can see that the house is way over here. There's nobody out here. We've got the range pretty much to ourselves. We're gonna sit right here, and I've got a little shooting bench made up, and Marcus is gonna show us a few shots.
I'm on.
Okay. Take the safety off.
I'm on.
Then put your finger on.
I'm on.
Stay right on the target. Nice slow trigger pull. Fire when ready. Good. Put the safety back on. How'd it feel?
Felt good and
Good.
It's in the black.
All right, so you've seen the footage of Marcus taking some practice shots there. Both kids did really well. Basically I had a target probably about like this size here, shaded in with a black marker at 50 yards. For our shooting here, we're not gonna shoot much more than probably 50, 60, maybe 70 yards. But most of the shots are gonna be probably 30 to 40 yards. So here's the first rifle that we're gonna try out. This is a 44 Magnum. This is the handy rifle. They no longer make this actually, but I bought it a few years ago, and it's a real short barrel actually. I don't know the actual length here, but it came as a combination. It's a single shot with a hammer that you pull back. It came with a adjustable 3 to 9 scope, and basically just a nice, simple, easy gun for the kids to be able to shoot and learn how to hunt with, and easy to shoot, very accurate. Again, we're only taking probably 50 to 60, maybe 70 yard shots, and this is probably only a 90 to 100 yard rifle realistically. If you really charted out the ballistics and knew what you were doing, you could probably shoot 120, 130. But again, this is a .44 slug. It's gonna tail off fast. So I sighted in at 50 yards, and we kind of go from there.
Come on.
Go ahead and cock it. Straight back. Yep.
Good. Ready, go! I'm on.
Finger on the trigger. Get a nice full grip on it. Touch it, but don't pull.
I'm on.
Just like the 22, stay on the target. Nice slow trigger pull. Oh, nice slow. Feel good?
Ow.
Okay?
Yeah.
Feel okay? Where'd you hit?
The Up and to the right
Up
and the
and to
black.
the right. How far?
I'm 100% in the black, but I'm
Oh.
up to the right.
Perfect. So here's our shots with the 44 Magnum at 50 yards. I had a couple, this one and I want to say that one, kind of getting sighted in and getting everything arranged. And then my third shot's in the black. And Michael at 50 yards, very impressive. 1, 2, and 3 right here, 50 yards. Those are all kill shots. So I think that young man's ready to hunt. All right, guys, so you just seen Mike take a shot. And what I did not mention is for the 44 Magnum, what we're using on there is a jacketed soft point round. And that one happens to be 240 grain. And you know, it says right on here, deer and black bear. But we use the jacketed soft point so we don't get too much expansion. If you were to use like a hollow point or something like that that you might find in a self-defense round, then that bullet's going to go in there and it's going to do a lot of damage. But as far as deer hunting goes, you're probably not going to get an exit wound. And an exit wound is kind of a big deal when you're hunting because that adds to your blood trail. Makes it easier to recover the animal. So now we're going to watch Marcus shoot the 357. And we're also using a jacketed soft point, and this is what that looks like. I hope you guys can see this on the camera. But basically you've got a jacket around here of metal, or harder metal, and then your lead is here. So you get expansion here, but this lead part of it should actually provide a pass-through. And on the 357, let me tell you, the 357 round is probably one of the most versatile rounds you'll ever find in any kind of firearm. There's so many different. You can shoot 38 specials out of this gun. You can shoot 357s all the way up to hot loads. A wide variety of grain sizes. We happen to be shooting a 125 grain jacketed soft point. I know there's a lot of rounds out there for the 357. I read a lot about this, and actually my brother read a lot about this as well last year, trying to find the perfect round for deer hunting with the 357 Magnum rifle. And what I found last year, we shot 2 deer with this gun last year. And this 125 jacketed soft point, you know, out to about 80 yards is it's the ticket. And you don't have to get fancy. You can find these things anywhere. Meijer, Kmart, Walmart, a lot of them have this round, so real easy to find. Before I take the camera off, here is the 357 that we're going to shoot. This is by Ruger model 77 357. It is a bolt action rifle, so it actually holds 5 rounds. And it has a detachable magazine in the bottom, a rotary magazine, very similar to what you'd find on a 1022 that Ruger's had for a long time. And man, I'll tell you what, as far as a fun gun to shoot, this thing is a blast. It's short, it's lightweight. I personally really like the stainless finish on it. You can take this thing out and drag it through the woods and the snow and the wet and the mud and everything, and it don't even hurt it. It just keeps on ticking. So just a really fun gun, and we're gonna go ahead and take a few shots. Good. Okay, let me know when you're on.
Okay. 9.
Okay, take the safety off. Good.
1.
Okay, touch your finger to the trigger. Don't pull yet. Get in position.
Come on.
Just like the 22, hold in the black. Slow, steady squeeze. Nice and easy. Fire when ready. Good, that looked good. Right there, hold on. Where'd you hit?
The black, I can tell.
Is it in?
Yeah, there were 2 dots and now there's 3.
Okay, all the way up. All the way back. All the way forward. All the way down. Safety. Good. Tip the gun sideways. Let it sit there. Good. Nice shot. Okay, so this one right here was the 44 Magnum with Michael. I actually took a few shots to get us into the black, and Mike took 3 shots, and he had 1, 2, and then I want to say this one. This one was Marcus with the 357. Sorry, that was the 44 with Mike. 357 over here. I had to adjust here, so I took 2 shots, and it was a little bit off. Took 2 more shots, got us close, and I wanted to adjust right to the center, and I ended up here, so I made 1 more adjustment to get us back down. And then Marcus took 1, 2, 3 shots here, so that's not a bad group. 50 yards. I think both of these guys are ready to go hunting, so pretty excited for that. And what do you think, Mike?
I think I'm ready.
All right.
Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe. Thanks for watching.